Very good morning and hello to all the ICSE students. So today we are going to start off with the ICSE poem, which is very often to come in ICSE, that is the Bangle Sellers, which is written by Sarojini Naidu. Okay, it is chapter 3 of your treasure trove book. So first, before beginning the poem, the Bangle Sellers, we will have a look at the introduction of the poet. So Sarojini Naidu. Who was Sarojini Naidu? Sarojini Naidu was the Nightingale of India by Mahatma Gandhi because of the color, imagery, and lyrical quality of her poetry. So her poetry was very colorful. Like, it was not like other authors, or it was not a kind of boring poetry, but it was very interesting. It had a color in it. It was imagery. She used a lot of imagination in her poetry, which may not instance to our living lives. Okay, means it is an imagination world. Okay, and it is false. Imaginary means a myth or a false. Okay, imagination, as you all know. Lyrical means she had her poems were all like song type. Okay, it rhymed very well. Lyrical means a song type. Quality of her poetry. Okay, so now the Bangle Sellers is a fine example of her musical verse. So as we read here, no, it was lyrical. So see here again, we come to know that the Bangle Sellers is a fine example of her musical verse. The poem is the song of the men who sell glass bangles at village fairs and in temple towns. So the poem mainly talks about the men who sell glass bangles at village fairs and in temple towns. So the fairs which is held in the village, they sell their bangles in the village fairs and in the temples. Okay, the temples situated in the towns. The different colored bangles symbolize the different stages of a woman. A woman's life does not have only one stage. It has many stages. First she is a baby, then she grows up to be a bit matured, then she's a teenager, then she gets married, and then she is old. So it has various stages. A woman's life has various stages. So Sarojini Naidu has written about all the stages of a woman's life in her poem The Bangle Sellers, and the different colored bangles symbolize the different stages of a woman's life. Okay, so stages of a woman's life. So first is a young maiden. Okay, she's a young innocent innocent maiden. This is the first part of her life. Even she has even the bangles are made up of that color which will suit the young maiden. Then comes a bride. So a bride is the stage when a girl gets married. Then comes a middle-aged woman, a woman who is already married, and after that she has born children. And then is an older woman. Older woman means her the stage of young maiden is past, a bride is past, middle age is past, and now she's a old woman. Okay, so listen carefully to the music of the poem. See how lyrical the poem is as you read it aloud. So try, okay, ICSE students, try to read it again and again and listen to the music. You will obviously, there's a music in the poem. Look at the different colors of the glass bangles and see how well they are suited to the stage in the woman's life. So there will be many colored bangles, okay, for the young maiden, a bride, a middle-aged girl, a woman, and an older woman. There are different colored bangles for each stage of the woman's life. Okay, so read it once. I'll explain you. After that, read it again and again to understand. Sarojini Naidu was an important presence in the freedom struggle and worked alongside Gandhiji. Her birthday is celebrated as Women's Day to recognize the powerful voices of women in Indian history. Okay, so this part is not so important. You may it's not so important in our this chapter, but these things are very important. Okay, so you have to read it well. This thing you have to read it well. Okay, till here, and now we have to now move to the poem. So please read it till here. It's very important. After that, yeah, so I'll share with you some notes which I have already written. The purpose of writing art. There is an art of the poem. There is an art in it. Political purposes of uniting Indians. Sarojini Naidu, when she wrote this poem, she wanted all the Indians to be united. That also may be the purpose for writing this poem. Providing necessary imputes force to the Indians. Okay, so she wanted to provide unity to the Indians. This also may be the reason for writing about the vibrancy of Indian culture. So how rich is the Indian culture? As we all know, Indian culture is the richest culture in the world, maybe. Okay, the colonization, self-esteem is hampered. When India was under the British rule, Indians did not have self-confidence in themselves. Okay, so colonialization was very, very important that time. So self-esteem was needed very badly. So that also may be the purpose to write the poem, The Bangle Sellers. So now we can move to the poem. Okay, we'll move to the poem. It is chapter 3, page number 14. Page number 14, The Bangle Sellers, written by Sarojini Naidu. Bangle sellers are we who bear our shining loads to the temple fair. So bangle, these lines are said by the bangle sellers. Bangle sellers are we who bear our shining loads to the temple fair. So can we emphasize on this word once, loads? It may be Sarojini Naidu is trying to show the the miserable conditions sometime of the bangle sellers. Okay, our shining loads to the temple fair. So yeah, they have to stand with their loads in maybe sometimes in scorching heat or freezing cold. Okay, so the bangle sellers are hampered with that too. But again, a shining word is used. So shining is the word which signifies the bangles. Okay, bangle sellers are we who bear our shining loads. Our shining loads is referred to the bangles to the temple fair. The fair which is taking place in the town temple or in the village temple or city temple, anything. Who will buy this delicate bride? Remember, in the when we were reading about the poet, we read in one line that the bangles were made up of glass. So glass is obviously delicate, no? So that's why it's written, who will buy this delicate bride? Again, the poet is emphasizing on the bangles, but she is not using the word bangle, but she's using the characteristics. It's delicate, it's bright. Bright means it's brightly colored. Okay, it has many colors in it. Okay, different shades. Rainbow tinted circles of light. Rainbow tinted means different shades of womanhood, circles of light. Lustrous tokens of radiant life. So lustrous tokens means the bangles always symbolize woman, and radiant life means a woman's life. Okay, a happy woman's life. Lustrous token means a symbolism of radiant life means woman, so it's the symbolism of womanhood. For happy daughters and happy wives. Okay, so bangles are made for the happy daughters. Daughters means maidens, unmarried girls, and happy wives means the married wives, the married women who are who want, okay, means the bangles are made for them also, okay, the happy, the merry, the cheerful daughters, the cheerful maidens, and the cheerful wives. First stanza is clear. We'll read it once again. Bangle sellers are we who bear our shining lutes to the temple fair. Who will buy these delicate, bright, rainbow-tinted circles of light, lustrous tokens of radiant lives for happy daughters and happy wives. Okay. So I have a side note written here. The Bangle Sellers is trying to convince buyers of the spiritual and symbolic importance of his bangles. So yeah, this is very much important. Okay. So the Bangle Sellers is trying to convince the buyers. He's trying to make the buyers believe that his bangles are spiritual and symbolic for them, because as we all know, bangles symbolize women, and in Hinduism bangles are also spiritual, right? So this is the note. You can copy it too in your books, please do. Okay, please do copy it in your books. The Bangle Seller is trying to convince buyers of the spiritual and symbolic importance of his bangles. Okay, so I have a first stanza in brief here. The Bangle Seller, this is the first stanza. Bangle Seller, shining load. Okay, and it is not easy for the bangle seller to hold the bangles in the scorching heat of the sun and stand in the temple fair to sell it. Okay, so, and multicolored as we know, this bright also means multicolored, rainbow tinted also means multicolored. Okay, and for happy daughters and happy wives, we know. Okay, now let's move to the second stanza. Some are met for a maiden's wrist, silver and blue as a mountain mist. Very, very important. Some are met means suitable or fit. Please, okay, underline the words which I have underlined here and write the meanings. I have the meanings here. Please copy it in your books too. Some are met for a maiden's wrist, silver and blue as the mountain mist. So you have to understand silver and blue. Please think, okay, first think please pause the video and think, what does silver and blue symbolize? Please pause the video once and think. Okay, you thought? So now I'm going to answer it. Silver and blue as a mountain mist means it is symbolizing purity, the purity the maiden has, the peaceful how the maiden is. Okay, innocency which the maiden has, because a young maiden, she will not have any crooks in her mind. So the silver and blue as a mountain mist, she's like a mountain mist, and her bangles will be silver and blue in color. This symbolizes her purity. Please emphasize on these two lines properly. Read it again and again till you understand. Moving to the third line. Some are flushed like the birds that dream on a tranquil brow of a woodland stream. Some are aglow with bloom that cleaves to the limpid glory of newborn leaves. So maidens, some are flushed like birds that dream. This emphasizes pink color. So a maiden can also wear pink, because we have the word birds. If it comes in your ICSE, what are the colors for a maiden? Please write silver, blue and pink too. Please add pink too. Okay, pink also is a color made for the maiden. Now will come, these three lines are a bit hard. On the tranquil brow of a woodland stream means I'll take these three lines together. Okay, on the tranquil brow of a woodland stream, some are aglow with bloom that cleaves to limpid glory of newborn leaves. So these three lines only symbolize the freshness of unmarried girls. Okay, the freshness of an unmarried girl. She's fresh as the forest. She's fresh as the stream that passes by the forest. Okay, are you understanding? You're understanding, no? Okay, this means that only. I hope you're clear with the second paragraph. I'll read it once more. Some are met for a maiden's wrist, silver and blue as the mountain mist. Some are flushed like birds that dream on the tranquil brow of a woodland stream. Some are aglow with the bloom that cleaves to the limpid glory of newborn leaves. I hope you're clear. Okay, we will move to the third paragraph. Some are like fields of sunlit corn. Please pause the video once and think which color. Pause the video, please. Did you think? It is yellow. Sunlit corn. The corn fields are always yellow in color. Okay. Met for a bride on a bridal morn. Morn is morning. Please note it down. Yellow colored bangles are met for a bride on a bridal morn. Only the morning time. Okay, her wedding day in the morning. She is to wear the yellow bangles. Why yellow bangles? Sunlit corn, fields. What does fields symbolize? Fertility. So after a girl gets married, she will bear children and she will prove her fertility. So that is why the the term sunlit corn is used. Fields of sunlit corn to symbolize the fertility of a bride or of a woman. Some are like the flame of a marriage fire. Please pause the video and think once more which color. It is red. Some are like the flame of a marriage fire or rich with the hue of her heart's desire. Okay. So red have two meanings. Some like the flame of a marriage fire means the color of the fire. The color of means red symbolizes strong, okay, desire. Red symbolizes the or rich as the hue of a heart's desire. Your heart is red in color and the bride has lots of love for her fiancé in her heart. So that will be more red. So these two lines symbolize the red color bangles, which is also met for the bride. Tinkling, luminous, tender and clear. Okay. So these four terms very important. Tinkling means tinkling of the bangle is compared to the young bride's laughter, and the luminosity of the bangles is compared to her tears. We'll come to it in the next line. Is luminous, is bright, is tender means it's breakable, it's fragile, and clear means it's translucent. Like a bridal laughter and bridal tear. So these four terms are categorized or is compared to this line. Like the bride's laughter, when she's getting married, she laughs, she smiles, she's happy. And when she is leaving a parental abode, the bride cries. Okay, so her tears is compared to the bangles she wears. Okay, her laughter and her tears is compared to the bangles which she wears. Clear with the third paragraph? Some are like fields of sunlit corn met for a bride on her bridal morn. Some are like the flame of a marriage fire, or rich with the hue of her heart's desire, tinkling, luminous, tender and clear, like the bridal laughter or the bridal tear and the bridal tear. Okay, clear? Please pause the video and understand, read it once and then move to the fourth paragraph. Please do not jump to the fourth paragraph. Please read the third paragraph one more time until it is clear to you, and then move to the fourth stanza. Some are purple and gold flecked grey, for she who had journeyed through life midway. This is for a old or a middle-aged woman has already passed the stage of a maiden, already passed the stage of a bride, and now she enters the stage of a middle-aged woman. So purple symbolizes royalty. Gold too symbolizes royalty. So a middle-aged woman will always go around with the air of pride around her, wearing these two colored bangles, gold flecked grey. Grey means old age. Gold means royalty. Purple means royalty. Okay? For she who has traveled or journeyed through life midway. She has already seen the life. Okay? 50% she has completed her life. Whose hands have cherished, whose love has blessed. Her hands have valued her. Okay? Her hands have always valued, for not her, her hands have valued her husbands, in-laws, children, whose love has blessed. Whose love has blessed whom? Her love has blessed whom? Her love has blessed her children. Okay? We'll move to the next page. And cradled fair sons in her faithful breast. Fair must be, it has two meanings. Good looking, men of good value. So here, fair has two meanings. One may be good looking, second may be men of good value. Okay, she has made men of her children. Okay, and cradled fair sons in a faithful breast, and serves her household in fruitful pride. She loves to serve her in-laws. She loves to serve her family. She loves to do the household work, and she does it with pride. She's not sad to do it, but she does it with pride, and worships the gods at her husband's side. This is a very important line, and worships the gods at her husband's side. Please note, at her husband's side. Okay, she is not below the husband, she is not above the husband, but she is equal. The husband and the wife are equal to each other. Okay, and worships the god at her husband's side. Is it clear? We'll read the stanza once more. Some are purple and gold flecked grey, for she who has journeyed through life midway, whose hands have cherished, whose love has blessed, and cradled fair sons on her faithful breast, and serves her household in faithful pride. She loves to serve her household, and worships the gods at her husband's side. Okay, so we come to the end of the poem now. Please, idea of a perfect Indian woman, okay, as I've explained, takes pride in running the household properly. This line, okay, this line, the meaning: she's not only a mother whose greatness and glory is stressed, but an equal partner in the maintenance of her family relationships. She is not only a mother, as this line says, she's a mother, but she also serves her family with a fruitful pride. Okay, these are the important points. Please, if possible, note it down, please. So this was the whole poem. I hope you have understood. Okay, is it clear? I hope it's clear to all of you. So thank you for watching the video. If you like it, please subscribe my channel, hit the like button, and comment your queries, and I'll post other videos with your queries in English literature, be it Merchant of Venice or be it Treasure Trove. Thank you for watching.